Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time watching, my name is Stefan. My wife Hillary and I are traveling with our 3 kids on this beautiful Lagoon 440 catamaran. Our goal is to show our kids a life away from the normal hustle and travel in ways most people dream of. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and follow along while we travel to new countries, explore hidden beaches, and enjoy some really epic sunsets. In this episode, we made it up to St. Augustine, Florida, where the kids explore the local alligator farm, and of course I fix everything that broke on the way. Thanks for watching. This is episode 6 of Sailing Attitude Indicator.
Just driving the docks. We're gonna go to the alligator farm. Woo! Right? The alligator farm. Guys, wait. Just arrived at the alligator farm. There's zip lining and rock climbing, but we're not gonna do zip lining.
Oh, who knows? Are we gonna die? Are we gonna let Pook out? Oh, who cares? Bye!
It'll be quick. It's alligators.
Yeah, they're alligators.
Oh, yeah,
Chomp chomp.
Any alligators in the world.
No, you're not. They can go up to 60 miles an hour if they really
I
want
can
to.
go 70.
No, you can't. You can't run 20. No, you can't.
I go like 10.
Alright, well I'm back on the boat. Just got back today, working a week over on the west coast of Florida. So this week we're still in St. Augustine right now, and I'm gonna get the boat prepped the next 2 days to go up the coast to South Carolina. That's the plan. So a few big things that I gotta do that I'm gonna bring you guys along with this. But so the first thing is we have to take a look at the mast, the rigging, and I have to tension the stays, and I'm going to sight the mast also and make sure it's straight and ready to go for sailing. So I noticed that the stays seemed pretty loose the last sail we had, and I just got a loose gauge, which is the tension gauge that tells you how rigging is, and it's definitely loose. So we're looking at between 8 and like 12% of breaking strength. And from what I understand, it's supposed to be between 15 and 20 breaking strength. So we got ways to go. So I'm going to fix that. Also, I'm going to do a little bit of fiberglass work on some bulkheads, and I'm going to show you that. So hopefully I'll get it all done in the next 2 days, and then we'll start heading north. The winds should be good by then. 15 knots out of the south, which means we'll have a dead tailwind. We'll be running, and I'll show you the projects. Oh, that was easy. So that's all wet. Yeah, that's soft. Look at that. This is not structural. This is not a structural bulkhead. This holds up the floor and the liner basically for the walls and stuff. And it looks like it's soft here, and then I get up here and it's hard. So I'm just gonna cut this part out. And then I got some G10 and some composite board that I could put there. All right, it's cut out, and I'm gonna clean it up, scuff it up, and then I'll get the core ready. I gotta find the core first, and then I'll get the core ready, and then cut that, and then we'll probably do the glassing tomorrow. This is the tool I use, oscillating tool. If you don't have an oscillating tool on board, the best tool to have, along with a vacuum. That's also very good. Shot back. So I cut the pieces of Kusa board out, or the G10, whatever you want to call it. So that's for one side, and it's just a composite board, piece of lint there. It's fiberglass with some high density foam. I got another piece here. So all of this, all of that's going to be glassed in, and since it's composite, then it won't rot if any water touches it, and it won't like climb up. So I cut out some bad wood, bad glass work that the old owner did for these non-critical bulkheads that kind of just hold all of, you know, the bathroom doorway up and all the internal trim. So I cut all that out, I cleaned it up, scuffed it up, and I got my new G10, which is a Cusa board, composite. So this is what's going to connect the bulkhead and then to the hull, and I'm going to tab in and fiberglass all that stuff in. So this is cut to size. It's waterproof. It will not absorb any water. It's awesome. It's super strong, and I'm going to make it even stronger with the resin I'm using, or I'm sorry, the glass that I'm using. The glass I'm using is called 1708 biax. So it's basically a stitched mat with stitched glass on the back. So it's really strong. I used this stuff when I was rebuilding a center console transom, and I did probably 4 layers on just the transom, and I mean, that thing was rock solid. So this is the plan. Here's the bulkhead. This is the one I'm most worried about, so it doesn't continue over. And what I'm gonna do is I'm basically going to build with the Cusa. It's a little support here, and I'm gonna glass that in together, and then that way a lot of the load for when you're walking on this side, bathroom and all that stuff is being supported by this. I'm gonna do 3 layers on the front, 3 layers on the back of 1708, and that should be it. Now, how I'm doing that is I already pre-cut everything. So I got 3 layers here and 3 layers on the back, so 6 total. I got a bunch of little random cuts here that I could use and kind of jigsaw it if I want to, kind of spread it out to the left and right. I can. What's basically happening is this is all going to be chemically bonded together, and then there's going to be one mechanical bond on the bulkhead itself. So even though I'm kind of jigsawing things together, it still chemically will be one piece. Also, MEK, this is hardener. It's got a red tint to it, so you know when it's fully mixed in the resin. And then my little measuring cups and all that stuff. That's about it. I'm using polyester resin. This came from a boat yard, so 55-gallon drum, no labels, just a gallon jug. I had to tell the kids not to touch it because it looks like kind of looks like iced tea. So yeah, polyester. I usually use a vinyl ester resin. It's kind of harder to come by. It's stronger. It's got better qualities, better waterproofing qualities. But since I'm not doing anything that's submerged in water, I don't really care too much. This whole boat was built with polyester resin anyways, so it's fine. But since I couldn't find vinyl, I'm just using poly, and it's all compatible either way. All right, here we go. I love this part. Let me get my respirator. Done deal. I let it cure. I hate respirators. I'm gonna let it cure, and I got the kids and everybody off the boat just so it cures and they're not breathing in that stuff. It's pretty nasty. I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna start doing some standing rigging stuff. I'm gonna loosen the upper shrouds and straighten the mast, and then retighten everything down. I've done it only once, and it was a very long time ago. Didn't fully grasp it, but I watched a few YouTube videos, so let's see what happens. All right, so here's the deal. I need to tune my rig. I don't think it's tuned properly, and we got to do something about it. So we're learning, and we're learning pretty quick. We're going to first see if there's a bend in the mast, which I don't think there is. Connor says there is.
Dude, it's so obvious.
So he says it's so obvious.
Bend in the middle of the mast going down.
It's not saying that it's not cleaning. We're asking if there's a literal curve.
Yeah, in the curve, like a snake.
There is. No.
Okay. He thinks there's a curve.
One in the middle of the mast.
I don't think there's a curve.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. We are going to check and see if the mast is leaning from one side to the other, and we're going to use this halyard to do it. We're gonna use this red
I
halyard.
can't. I tried before. I can't open this thing.
That's fine. Let's bring it down to me. This is our halyard for the spinnaker. It's not quite all the way at the top of the mast, but it is centered in the mast, which is what we want. The topping lift is off to the center, off to the side, so it's kind of hard to get a good measurement because obviously there's going to be that difference between center and where it is. So this is in the center, but it's like 10 feet lower on the mast. I think it'll work.
It's not 10 feet lower.
I think that's
It's like right at the top. That's what I'm saying. It's literally on a.
No, it's not.
It's on a pulley right at the top.
So I don't trust your judgment.
I can see it. No, I can see it.
You see where the heads stay?
Okay, yeah, but there's a pulley on top of that.
Yeah, that's it. That's not the top of the mast. The mast goes all the way to the top to the anemometer where the wind meter is.
I know, but where was that? Yeah, I know, and it's all the way up there. I can see it.
Rope goes all the way up there,
Yeah.
but the point at which it's deflecting that we're measuring
okay.
is not.
You didn't say that.
No, because it's common sense, and obviously you don't have it.
Well, I didn't see the first pulley.
Can't teach common sense.
The last two.
I'm trying hard. I'm working on patience. Sorry. He's 10.
Dad.
This is what we figured out. So I got the halyard. All right, stop for a second. The halyard stretches. I don't like stretch. So I attached some braided line here from fishing. Braided line doesn't stretch. So Connor's going to raise the halyard, and we're going to measure with braided line. So this is how you rig a sailboat with fishing.
It is definitely not how you rig a sailboat.
Yeah, let's keep going.
See?
Going around. The mast is leaning towards the port side, so it basically is like that. And we used a piece. This is my makeshift little device here. So it's just a weight attached to some braid that doesn't stretch. It's all the way at the top of the mast centered, and then I went from one side to the other, and got my measurements. That way. It showed about an inch deflection on each side, or on one side. So it is leaning over, so we're going to correct that too. Now I'm by myself here. We got some current and some wind. I'm waiting for the tide to change, so that way the current and the wind are in the same direction, so it's a little bit more stable. But what I'm going to do is loosen the lower shrouds, which are the inside ones. Loosen the upper shrouds, which is 12 millimeter. I'm going to straighten the mast with the lower shroud, so I'm going to loosen this one up and then tighten the other side up once, and then measure. Once I measure it and it's straight, then I'm going to put the proper, or once it's straight, it's good. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to then take the upper shrouds and tension those. Now that's the tricky part. The upper shrouds are 12 millimeter. My gauge only goes to 10 millimeter, so I have to use a different method of doing it, and it's the stretch method. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking 2 meters of cable, and in order to get it to the 15% breaking strength that I need, you have to stretch it from 2 meters, and you have to stretch it 3 millimeters. So a very small amount. Once I get to 3 millimeters, that means the tension on that 12 millimeter upper shroud is at the 15% break strength. So that's the goal. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that to both sides while the mast is straight. And then once the uppers are done, I'm going to tension the lowers and to the proper tension of 15%. That's the idea. So it's easy to say. We're going to figure this one. All right, step one completed. We got the upper stays tensioned and the rig is straight. So it's 4 inches off my mark on both sides, which means the mast is completely straight, which is awesome. And here's the upper stay. We measured from here all the way up to that mark. That mark it was originally at 79 inches, which is 2 meters. And then we did back and forth, felt like 100 times. Tightened, we did half a turn on each side, and then we measured the tension. Half a turn on each side, measured the tension. Half a turn on each side, measured the tension, and then we made sure the mast was still straight, did all that. And then did it again and again and again until I got 79 inches and 1/8 of space. So it's no longer 79 inches, 79 and 1/8. 1/8 is equal to 3 millimeters or 3.1 millimeters. And that's it. So outers are tensioned. Now to do the inners. I got a gauge for this though, so it makes it a lot easier. What are you guys doing?
Not really anything.
We went to the store, or Mama went to the store and got a week's worth of food. We're leaving tomorrow from St. Augustine and we're going up to somewhere in the Carolinas. I think Hilton Head is what we decided. But yeah, it's just getting everything worked. I got the tension done on the rig. Let me show you. This fancy little gauge right here.
Daddy, I need to see the GoPro. Get Mama put videos. He's pregnant.
Mom's not pregnant.
Yes!
I think I was just big with the twins.
With a watermelon.
No way, baby. You were bigger than that. She had 2 kids in her. All right.
Yeah, one's up here.
Loose gauge is awesome. Show you how it works. Here, come here for a second. Get off of that, you little monkey. No, get off of that. Come help me. Loose gauge. That's how you do it. These are a 10 mil. Put it on. Pull this little tab back. It locks in and it gives you a reading. And that reading, thank you. I got it. Thank you. And that reading tells you how many pounds it is. You just gotta have a little chart. Watch this. So it's sitting right at 45, 46, 47. And 47 is right at 12%. I could actually go up a little bit on that. Maybe I will. All right, 47, 40, 47 and a half, 48, which is where I want it. 47 is at 12, almost 48. So 50 is 16, so we're at like 13. Probably go a little more. But anyways, you get the picture. Just do that, alternate sides, and get it to 15% breaking strength. We're good to go.
I gotta see the Lagoon.
I know. Oh.
Got me in the frame.